Hi, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Brittany, and today's video is my December wrap up and my 2024 wrap up. It's literally down to the wire. It is 4:52. No, I lied. It's 3:52 on New Year's Eve, December 31st, and I thought, why not make a video? Actually, technically, I'm supposed to make this video like a long time ago, and I forgot to. But here we are. We're going to talk about my December books that I've read. We're going to talk about my some of my 5-star reads. My Did I have any 1 stars? I think I might have like a few 1 stars. I know I had a couple 2 stars. What books that I liked and didn't like, and that's it, y'all. That is 2024 for me. I've been ready for 2025 for a hot minute. So my mind, it's already in 2025. So I apologize that I forgot to make this video. So here we are. It's down to the wire essentially, but I'm going to talk about wait, before I do that, let me count how many books I read for this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I read a total of 8 books in the of this month. That's what I'm trying to say. Most of them were Christmas themed books. One of them was a book that I should have finished like back in October, November, no, September, October time, and I just now finishing it. Did I read the books that I was planning on reading for this month? No, except for one. The other Christmas themed books that I was planning on reading, I'll read for 2025. um, oh, they're back there, but yeah, I'll read them for 2025. I don't know. I think I was just, oh, I know why. I'll get to that in a while in this video. There's a reason. But I'm going to start with my December books first. And then like I said, we're going to talk about my 2024 reading journey and what I'm hoping to do for 2025 as a reader. And some I'm actually, I didn't make a list, so some of it's going to be kind of off my noggin here. But there's one I've already, no, there's two technically I've already accomplished. So, with that being said, let's get started. The first book that I had read in December called My December Darling by Lauren Asher. And I rated this book a 5 star, which makes sense because it's Lauren Asher and she's becoming, and I think I mentioned that her and a couple other authors are becoming my new favorite authors. So especially with Lauren, I'll eat her book up if I have to. There's a few. Oh, they're in my 2024 TBR list here. There's a few that I still need to read, but I'll still read it. But My December Darling, it's basically about, and it's like a small town. It's a novella because this was a short read for me. It's basically, if I'm not mistaken, let me double check. Um, is it part of the Lakefront Billionaire series? Or is it in the same universe? That part I can't remember, but or it's a different thing. I know it's a novella, but I can't remember if it's part of the Lakefront Billionaire series or if it's just like a one shoot or whatever. But basically, our main character, Catalina, is a maid of honor of her sister's wedding, and her sister's getting married to her ex boyfriend. And there's been some, I want to say, animosity. There's some tension, and essentially is that her ex boyfriend, which I don't remember his name. Um, what is his name? I'm drawing a blank. Anywho, it's not important. All that matters is that um, her ex boyfriend's best friend, who is going to be his not maid of honor, best man. His best friend is going to be his best man in his wedding. It's kind of essentially falls in love with her the moment they met. I think they've known each other previously, but this is like the first time they actually like get to actually meet. I believe. I think that's how that went. Um, and she's a nurse, he's a doctor, and Catalina is planning on becoming a traveling. I think she's becoming a traveling nurse, or she's going to be a nurse somewhere in LA, essentially. So it's just your typical enemy. I wouldn't say enemies to lovers. It's more like he fell first kind of situation. Um, but I don't want to give too much away, but it's a super cute book. It's a quick read, like I said. So if you need something to read really quick, oh, by the time you see this video, it will be January. But if you need a Christmas read for 2025, this will be a good a good book to read. So yeah, I rated that a 5 star. My next Christmas read is A Man for Santa, or for Mrs. Claus. Whoa, words are hard. Let me start that over. A Man for Mrs. Claus by Rebecca Weatherspoon. I cannot show the cover for this book. I'm surprised. I mean, it's not bad, but I'm surprised it got approved. That's all I can say. Um, I probably what I would do is I'll post it, but I have to put something to block something in between. But I did rate this a 5 point, or excuse me, a 4.5 star, and is basically how can I mean, quick synopsis is basically Mrs. Claus is looking for a Mr. Claus, but is a it's kind of like a twist. Not a twist. That's not the word I want to use. What's the word I want to use? It's kind of a different take of what uh what we plan, what we think in our minds when Mrs. Claus need a new Santa Claus. Um I'll just leave it as that. It's very spicy. Why I gave it a 4.5 stars? Because um one, it was too short for me. I think it was only, let me see how many pages it was. Oh, it was only 243. It did not feel like that long. I mean, it's not that big either, but I feel like there was there's a point in the book, um, and I can't see why because that kind of gives it away. Um, I just wish there was one scene, or not a one scene, but there's a aspect in the book which I wish either it was a little bit longer or they would have changed it, but whatever. It's still good. I still liked it. That book, like I said, is very spicy, and I can't show you the complete cover of it. Um, but I'm surprised it got approved. But anyways, let's move on. The next book I read, Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood, and I gave this, a 4 star. Um, Sorry, I'm looking at my story graphs to kind of help me remember what I uh, rated. So this one is part of the, I think it's 6 books, right? Let me double check. One, two, three, four, five, or is it five? I could have sworn it was six, but maybe it's five. Every year Amazon does or Amazon or Kindle Unlimited does a Christmas like novella. They pick, I think, between, I want to say at least between 3 to 5, maybe 6 romantic authors, and do a Christmas theme um, love story essentially. So this year it was Ali Hazelwood, Olivia Day, right? Yeah, Olivia Day, Tessa Bailey, Alexandra Belfour, and Alexis Daria. wrote this year. And the reason why I'm saying their names all at once, because I read all their books here for the Christmas theme book. And um, I don't remember who did last year's, but I read last year's as well. So this is what they do. And like I said, these books are very quick. I think the longest page out of pages is 76, I think it was. So it's literally their quick hour read, probably a little less than that. But back to what Cruel Winter with You with Allie Hazelwood. And this one is basically it's two former friends, and they're, I can't remember, I should remember because it was literally the last thing I read, but is it, oh no, I'm thinking of the other one. That's what you get for reading five short books all at once. They get jumbled. But this one is basically uh two former childhood friends, and they what's the word I'm looking for? They oh my gosh. They were, I wouldn't say they were dating. They were kind of seeing each other, if you know what I mean. And it was a miscommunication situation. Like our main female character thought that thought that she didn't, or how, what am I saying? Our female, our female, nope, our main character, female character. I still said it wrong. Um, it'd be helpful if I remember their names. Do you even have their names? Jamie and Mark. That's who it. Okay, I knew one than the other. So Jamie is our female main character, and her and Mark kind of had like a little thing going on, and there, I think Mark had to. He was going to leave for school, and ended up dating somebody else, and it goes from there. So years later, Mark comes back, she comes back, and she needs Jamie. What I mean by she needs something for her recipe, and there's a big storm, and she ends up staying, or ends up basically kind of like um not trapped. That's not the word I want to use. Cooped up. That's still not the word, but it's better than trap. Into Mark's house, and everything, true feelings, true intentions arise, and it goes from there. I What did I rate at this book? I rated it 4 stars. I rated it kind of high for it to be literally 73 pages long, but it was cute. I liked it. I dig it. Most of the books that I've read from under the Mistletoe series, I guess that's what they're calling it. Um, I think that's probably the highest. Um, and you'll see why in a second. And then the next one from the Under the Mistletoe is Tessa Bailey's book, which is Merry Ever After. Um, this one, oh, that's right, I remember this one. This one, I wish I would have kind of screenshot a quote that she did in this book, but I didn't, and I don't think it needs to be repeated, to be honest, and that's probably why I didn't do it. But essentially, Mary Ever After, it's about a single mom who works in a diner, and there's what's Evie's her name, but what was his name? Luke Ward, and he's a farmer, or he does something for land. I think he is a farmer, and essentially, he wants her, she wants him, but she got a baby, and she's like, I can't, and he's like, I'm your guy, like, let me be your man. And and I feel like with Tessa Bailey's books, there's a scene, well, it's not even a scene, it's a quote that Luke says, and I'm like, girl, why would you but essentially it's during Christmas Eve. Let me backtrack what the story is about. Like I said, Miss Evie is a single mom working at a diner. Luke Ward, he's our farmer slash or not country, well, yeah, country, but cowboy situation. And they're digging each other, but she feels like she can't be with him because she got a baby. And like I said, he's like, I could be your man even for one night. And she's like, no. And he rips his jeans. Oh no, he goes shopping and can't find jeans in his size because he's a big man. And she's like, I can make jeans for you. And he's like, you don't need to do that. And she's like, I can do that. Homegirl whips jeans up for him. And he's like, I want to put a ring on it. And she's like, can't. I got a baby. And he's like, what about it? Essentially, that's the book. And it happens on Christmas or Christmas Eve or something like that. Um, like I said, and it's been a minute since I've read a Tessa Bailey book, and I'm gonna leave it as that because I'm still haunted by that line that he says. Well, not. Let me rephrase it. He says it, but not out loud. He says it in his head, but as a reader, we're reading his thoughts. And there's a line, and I can see Tessa Bailey just like, I'm gonna get you, girlies. If you know, you know. If you don't, DM me, I guess. Hopefully I can find it. Um, I never said what I rated it as. Where is it? I rated this book a 3.25 stars only because that line. And how thorough he is too. Cuz I don't think they indicated that they have met previously, but like that was just like from a distance and that was it. So, um I couldn't I couldn't rate it too harshly because it's only 73 pages, I think, or 53 pages. Moving on to All by My Elf by Olivia Day. And I rated this a 3 star. Excuse me. Um, let's see. At this point, when I read this book, I don't remember what I read. To be honest, I'll have to read the synopsis real quick to see anything um comes up. And okay, so this is about Nina and William and their unpaid unadjudicated professors. I don't know what that means. I'm not a professor at a university. So if you know what that means, please let me know. Um, and it's basically um, they're doing something for they have like a side hustle business. And I can't remember what happens, but I know there was a blizzard and they had to cuddle up for it at like either his place or her place. And then that's it. That's all I remember. Um, it was a blur when I read this. And I think when I read this book, it was like 2 a.m., which I should have been in bed. So I read that. Um, and then the next one is Merriment and Mayhem by Alexandra Belflor. And oops. I remember this one. This one is I rated this a 3 star. Oh, did I tell you the other one? All by my elf was a 3 star. And then Marriott and and Merriment and Mayhem is a 3 point star. This one, our main character, Everlight or Everlade. Is that how you pronounce it? Whatever. Um, she she was baking something for Christmas or Christmas Eve, and her house, or at least her kitchen, catches on fire. So our main man, who's a firefighter, named Griffin, saves the day. She's like, thank you. And he's like, no problem. So then months later, her neighbor needs help with their roof. She's like, I got a tall ladder for you, Bob. I got that for you. So Bob's like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, fam, I got you. She ends up going up to the roof, excuse me, and I think the ladder falls. That's what happened. The ladder falls and she's hanging. So of course, Bob and his wife calls. Griffin shows up. And Griffin, he's like, girl, if you wanted to flirt with me, call me up. And of course, she's all blushing. So he invites her to the firemen or fire department Christmas gathering. She doesn't want to go because she has the hots for him. He's has the hot for her. Everybody's shipping them. So she's like, can't, I'm not your girl. So he's like, I'm still going to pick you up. He's like, you don't need to dress nice. It's not a fancy event. Just come on, just have some fun. And she's like, fine, but it's not a date. And sure thing, one thing leads another. You have to read it. Moving on. The next one, I think this is the last one, right? Yeah, this is the last one for the Under the Mistletoe. No, right? Yeah, Under the Mistletoe Christmas series. This one's called Only Santa's in the Building by Alexis Daria. This is 65 pages, and I gave this book a 3 star. Let's see. This one I don't remember. After reading the synopsis, I don't think any of this happened. But I guess I'll read it and maybe something jogs my memory, but I honestly don't remember. I think this was another one I read like at 3 a.m. in the morning. So basically, Evie Cruz, all she wants for Christmas is a nap. Hey, me too, and maybe some ornaments for her. Oh, okay, I got scared, and maybe some ornaments for her naked Christmas tree. And while she's making a list, she wouldn't mind unwrapping her sexy upstairs neighbor like a present. Heyo. Luckily, the building's Santa theme party and a surprise sprig of mistletoe give her just an opening she needs to make all her wishes come true. Nothing's coming up. I don't remember reading any of this. But apparently I gave it a 3 stars. So I guess I liked it enough to read it or to give it a 3 stars. So that's pretty much all my Christmas books. Oh, except for one. And I'll get to that in a second. I just want to see when was the first. Okay. So this next book and final book of my book December or my December wrap up portion. It's Body and Soul Food by Abby Collette, and I started this book in October. And I just now finished it. Um, I wonder why. I don't know what took me so long, to be honest. But basically, Body and Soul Food. It's about our fraternal twins, Caden and excuse me, Keaton and Kobe, and they're planning on opening a big, not a big, but a bookshop and cafe. One of their friends slash coworker ended up being murdered on the train, and they need to solve their that they need to solve the friend of their no hold on words are hard. They need to solve the death of their friends. That's what I'm trying to say. And I believe this is Books and Biscuits Mystery number 1. I think there's two or three. Um, it's two, and I should put the next one up for my TBR while I'm here. And it kind of gives what is that book called? And it turned into a movie too. I think it's a Christie. Is it Agatha Christie book? Um, hold on. Um, Agatha. How do you spell Agatha? Agatha Christie. Let's see. What? Oh, Murder on the Orient Express. That's the name of the book slash movie I'm thinking of. So it has that kind of vibes to it, sort of, kind of, and I rated that book a 4 stars, um, because there was a lot of um, what is the reason why I gave it a 4 star? There was something that happened in the book which I kind of felt it kind of dragged a little bit. But for the most part, I did enjoy all the books I read, even the two I don't remember what happened. I still enjoyed it. Let me get my or not. Why is that taking a hot minute? So this part I want to talk about real quick is my 5 stars. I'll pick my top 5 5-star books, and oops, that's not the one I wanted in the first place. Um, we'll pick uh my top 5 5-star books, and then what books that I gave a low star. I think oh, here we go. Perfect. It already had it for me. And then we'll talk about what books I liked for this year, what books I didn't really care for, and then go on from there. As I'm looking at the list real quick, fresh at the gate, in no particular order, the silent patient was probably my favorite. That's one. Especially listening to it on audio. I think that's what made it a number 5 for me. Um, what else? What else? What else? Um, just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, I will also give The Woman in Me by Britney Spears number 2 spot. Um, oops, I'm going too far. Oh, wait, I read that in 2023. Never mind. I knew that wasn't right. I was like, I don't remember reading Britney Spears in 2024. Let me go back. I'll do this one. So, The Silent Patient is my number 1. Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose is my next. I would say, let's see, I would say, oh, here it is. Hookshot would be my number 3. Do do do. There was another one too that I liked. Um, oh, now it's starting to get hard because I didn't do a lot of 5 star this year. Um, what I said, oh no, I forgot. Oh, The Silent Patient, Homes Where the Body Are, Hookshot. I'll do Scott Pilgrim. That was good because I read all. I think it was 6 books. And then lastly, my last. Oh, that's gonna be hard. It's in between 3 books right now. I would say, um, it's a 3-way tie for the 5th spot, which would be Firekeeper's Daughter, Dinner for Vampires, and Betty will be part of my top 5 um, books for 2025. Um, why is it frozen? What is happening? Let me go onto my computer here because the one on my iPad is being weird. Um, my Um, I want to do next is my one star. I don't think I did a lot of one stars. Um, I think there's a few two stars here. Um, Once it forever loads here. All right. Um, oh, maybe I did. Okay, so my two low stars is This Thing Between Us and where's the other one? And I'm Thinking of Ending Things was the two that I gave low stars to. Um, let's see my overall like favorite book, top two favorite books of 2025 or 2024. Um, that's a hard one. Um, I don't know. Um, let's see. Before I make an official, I'm going down the list. I would say for sure. Um, oh my gosh, I just saw it. Night Watching by what is her name? Is it Tracy? Hold on, Tracy Sierra. That would um be one for my favorite. Um, and I will say going down the list. Um, um, I don't know. Would be my second one. Oh, that's it. Oh no, there's more. Um, Night Watching, and I would say I can't believe I'm going to say it. I would say the first Housemaid Secret. Or no, Housemaid. What's the first one called? Is it called just a Housemaid? Yeah. So Night Watching and Housemaid or The Housemaid would be my two favorite ones out of 2024. Am I making that official? Yeah, I did. Um, Only picked The Housemaid because I know why. Because I think Miss Frida McFadden is, like I said, my unhinged queen when she writes these books. Um, and I think out of the three, because I haven't read the Housemaid Wedding yet. Out of the three, I think that one's the best one. Um, yeah. What else? Anything else that I liked for 2024? Um, I would say my least favorite was The Last Murder at the End of the World. That wasn't my favorite. Let me see if there's any other one. Least favorite. Where is it? Dangerously in Love wasn't I didn't really care for that one. And I think that's a sequel, I believe. Oh, maybe not. But anyways, those are probably the two I didn't really care for. Um, and I think that's it. Oh, favorite new authors for this year. It took me a while, but I would definitely see Kennedy Ryan. Like I said, I've already had her books, but I just never got a chance to read them. I don't want to officially say I don't want to say Freida McFadden's my favorite author. I would say she's more of my favorite. She's my entertainment author, if that makes sense. Um, who else do I have on here? Geneva Rose will always be my favorite author. Um, my no, Alex Michaelides is becoming my new favorite author. Abby Jimenez is becoming a new favorite of mine as well. Um, who else? Um, I always love Rebecca Witherspoon. I don't think I mentioned that earlier in the video, but I did. I mean, I didn't, but if I, no, hold on. If I didn't, she is. That's what I'm trying to say. And any authors that I'm like never again this year, um I don't think so. There's not an author where I'm like absolutely not that I read this year. I think I think if anything, it's more curiosity in the author's writing. If 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 that's the case, I would say what's his name? Grady. Grady Hendrix would be the one I'm more curious about. Because I have another book from him that I want to read. And then there's a book that he has coming out. I don't know if it's already out or it's going to be out sometime in 2025 that I'm curious about reading. Um, what else? Um, I think that's it for 2024. Anything that I'm planning on reading for 2025 that I hope I um, get to do. Um, I am planning on um, let's see, would it be in my community? No, I think it would be under. No, it wouldn't be under there. Um, is it under stats? It's under somewhere. Oh, challenges. That's what I want. Um, so starting tomorrow, um, which is going to be very interesting because I already need to read 5 books. I'm starting if it ever forever loads. I guess there's I have to give my friend Allie a shout out because she sent me this. Was it yesterday? Wait, what was yesterday? Monday. Either yesterday, Monday, or Sunday. There's a Taylor Swift challenge on Storygraph, and it's basically you get to read Taylor Swift themed books. So it's not essentially about Taylor Swift specifically, but it's more of like, oh, read a book that kind of represents of the album Red or Folklore, and then it gets into deeper. I wonder if I have it up. Um, oh, here it goes. So let's look at it. So Taylor Swift reading challenges for 2025. So, oh, it's basically off of songs of her album. So it's like read a book where the protagonist is stuck in the past. So that'd be something called from that resembles of right where you left me. And there's one for like 15 and tears on my brain. I am so tired. I need to wrap this video up real soon. There's one that has to do with like teardrops on my guitar, which is like read a book featuring music. So stuff like that. So I have oops. So I'm gonna try to attempt that this year. And there's another I want to say there's another reading challenge I'm gonna try to do. Maybe. I don't remember. If it does, I'll probably make a video later on down the line. But I got to wrap this up so I can edit and post this before uh 2025. I mean, I might post this on if I post this on January 1st, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. I am sorry that you picked this video to watch your New Year book or your New Year video, but I mean, if you did, I do appreciate it, but I'm also very sorry. If I post this before New Year's Day, I'm wishing you the greatest new year for 2025. I hope there's an abundance of love, money, being successful, being your soft girl era, um, leaving that negativity out of 2024. Don't bring that in with you in 2025. And I'll see you if I post this before New Year's. I hope you have a good New Year. I'll see you next year. And if this is posted on New Year's Day, like I said, Happy New Year, fresh new start. We're here. We're in our soft girl era or revenge era. I don't know what era you want to be in 2025, but um, I hope you succeed. But other than that, support your local libraries, support your indie bookstores, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.